Good day everyone and Namaste. First of all, I would like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of this land on which we meet today, and I would like to pay my respects to elders of past, present, future and the people of Idinji, Jabagai, Iraganji and Gunganji. It is my privilege and honor to stand up here on this sacred land to celebrate this moment. It is my privilege because while the rest of the world suffered through catastrophic consequences caused by COVID-19 pandemic, while we here in Cairns are more than lucky enough to reach this point. And it is my honor because to represent you today, my fellow students, to celebrate your achievement. This past 1 year and 8 months were not easy for anyone, especially you all. I'm sure it took a village for most of you to reach here all the way from your home to fulfill your dreams. Applying for unis, running after banks for the financial support, and dealing with many more difficulties just to come here to study and to realize your dream. And when you finally made it, the pandemic hit. Some of you must have lost someone, or most of you must have heard the news from your parents or a friend about someone who got tested positive and fell sick. Maybe it was someone from your direct family or among your friends, or someone you just know from your hometown. It is not easy to hear something like that, especially when you are so far away from your home, and it is definitely not easy when you know things are very bad at home, but you really can't help it from here. There must be times news notifications popped up on your phone showing daily number of cases and deaths in your country, and the images of dead bodies and people lining up in front of hospitals helplessly or running for help to save their loved ones. Many heartbreaking stories in such a short span of time. It must have been a nightmare to take that every single day and have a stomach to digest it and prepare yourself every day to go to work or to go to uni to study or to attend a tutorial or to finish an assignment. It was not easy. The feeling of helplessness and the guilt of being away from your loved ones during this difficult time was not easy. Despite these difficulties, here you are. You did it. You made it till here. You fulfilled your goal of being here, studying here, and successfully reached the other end of the tunnel, and you made your dream possible. If you ever thought you're not courageous enough or not good enough, please think again. You fulfilled your dream during one of the most difficult times of our generation. For this one reason, you should be proud of yourself, even more than finishing your degree successfully. You walked one of the most important journeys of your lifetime. So I want to congratulate all of you for that. And this is the reason I'm honored to represent you here today on this stage. On behalf of my fellow students and myself, I want to thank James Cook University and most importantly, the International Student Support Team for being there for us during these difficult times. Especially, I want to thank the most amazing team of International Student Support Team, Christine, Shangyang, and Mel, for your incredible efforts to make international students feel safe and heard. Your weekly events, games, music gigs, movies, and Tuesday breakfast and cafe stalls, and the little chats that we all had definitely helped us to go through these tough times. I would also like to thank JCU Wellbeing Support, Career Support, and the Student Association for helping and being there for international students to deal with these unexpected times. A very special thank you to JCU Security and the housekeeping staff for making us feel safe and providing a safe environment, especially when we had to study late nights during our assignments and exams. And also, when you had a chance, thank you for stopping and having little chats with us and asking about our studies and families back home. We are definitely grateful for them. A special thank you also to Cairns Student Hub and Study Cairns for helping students finding jobs, connecting with local communities, organizing culture events, and most importantly, serving hundreds of meals and veggies for several months during the lockdown period last year. We can't thank you enough, especially when we all struggle to support ourselves without stable part-time jobs. We are grateful for all of your support, and without you, our journeys here would not have been possible. Cairns, what a heavenly place to study and live. A true global city with an amazing local communities and cultural experiences. The true uniqueness of Cairns is that you get to live peacefully around these lush green mountains and serene beaches and a fresh air around you, and yet not missing any global experiences. Personally, knowing that I'm around 2 World Heritage Sites and the world's oldest rainforest and the only city in Australia with diverse indigenous communities who are always there to share their stories and knowledge with us and allowed us to witness their culture was definitely a blessing. I couldn't imagine this journey and my dream of studying global development and international relations without the teachers of JCU and its staff. I'm sure it is same for many of my fellow students here. Today, Australia and Queensland celebrating the World's Teachers' Day to pay respects to teachers. In India, we have a sloka for teachers. Sloka means a couple of Sanskrit words that we used to recite back home every morning during our praying time in schools. I assume most of my colleagues here who are from India might remember this. So I would like to recite that sloka now to pay my respects to the teachers of JCU and acknowledge their efforts to make our dreams possible here. It goes like this. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. In Hindu mythology, there are 3 important godly figures. Brahma, the creator, Vishnu, the preserver, and Maheshwara, the destructor. He is a destructor because new life has to take a place for the creation to continue. So this particular sloka, comparing the teacher with these 3 godly figures. So the literal meaning of this sloka is Guru Brahma. Guru, the teacher, is a creator who teaches you knowledge. Guru Vishnu, the teacher who preserves our knowledge. And Guru Devo Maheshwara, a teacher who destroys myths of knowledge and gives us the right knowledge. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, a teacher who is an absolute God himself. Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Salutations to that Guru, to that teacher. Without our teachers, we are not here who we are today. So it is our honor to receive your guidance, and personally I want to thank my teachers for allowing me to evolve in this journey. As I said in the beginning, our time here is a privilege that many in the world were not lucky enough to have what we had, a COVID-free time. Not only this, but just a privilege to be able to do higher studies in high-income countries like Australia. Many of our friends back home doesn't have this privilege. Many of the young people of this world doesn't have this privilege. For some, maybe by choice, and for others, they were denied an opportunity because they belong to a certain community, or belong to a certain gender, or live in a disadvantaged country. But for many, because there was no opportunity at all, our global system never reached to them and provided an equal opportunity. Today, we are living in the most unequal times of our generation. So I believe it is our duty to fill those gaps between us and them through our work and efforts. It is all of our duty, irrespective of our ideologies and beliefs, to work for a system that gives an opportunity to every child on this planet. A right to education, a right to health, and a right to live with dignity. So I request all of you to do something in best of your capacity and the ability to make this universal dream possible when you leave this place and pursue your dream jobs. Finally, as a fellow human, I would like you to recognize your presence on this planet and responsibility of protecting our only home, our Earth. You and me and every single person who is sitting here are the custodians of this planet. We don't need to believe whether climate change is real or a hoax, but we bear a responsibility of protecting this planet from all the dangers that exist, so that our next generation and your future children would have the same opportunity and privilege that we have today to study, to live, and most importantly, to witness and experience this beautiful creation. So whatever work you pursue in your coming future and later in your life, please be aware how your work might or might not affect this planet and its ecosystem. Please use your knowledge to protect this planet, not to degrade it further, because we don't have one more home, at least for not all of us. So thank you again, everyone, and thank you for listening and being part of this journey. Last but not least, I want to thank all of my friends, some of them are here today, for making me feel this place as my home and looking after me and checking after me during these difficult times. A special thanks to my partner whom I met here, but unfortunately she had to leave for her home due to pandemic. Your love and patience are so deep, without which I would find it very difficult to go through these tough times by myself. I'm grateful for your existence and thank you for making me a better person every single day and for adding higher meaning to my dreams. I want to thank my parents, family, and friends who supported, trusted, and believed in me to take this risk, to come here to fulfill my dream of studying this course. I'm sure my fellow students here and myself are forever grateful for all of this. Once again, thank you all and congratulations to everyone. This is your win. Please celebrate and have a beautiful evening. Namaste.